education is not the learning of facts, but the training of minds to think, according to Albert Einstein. Respected dignitaries, Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Professor Prakash Babu Garu, Sri Aman Sharma, Director, Directorate of Higher and Technical Education, Professor Bharati VC, Avinashalingam Institute of Home Sciences and Higher Education for Women, Professor Apparao Garu, former Vice Chancellor, University of Hyderabad, Professor Arul, Director, MMTTC, and esteemed principals and distinguished guests, a very good morning to one and all. It gives me immense pleasure and honor to welcome you all to this workshop for college principals on behalf of UGC Malaviya Mission Teacher Training Center. Today's deliberations are an intellectual endeavor to strengthen leadership, management, and innovation in higher education, empowering institutions to emerge as true centers of academic distinctions. With modules ranging from policy and practice to leadership skills, financial expertise, stakeholder management, and educational technology, the deliberations of today are designed to empower the academic leadership of Pondicherry with the insights and tools required to navigate rapidly transforming educational landscape.
Good morning to all. Honorable Vice Chancellor, esteemed dignitaries on the dais, respected principals from different colleges of Pondicherry region as well as the neighboring states, faculty, colleagues, deans, HODs, research scholars, staff members, good morning to all. It gives me immense pleasure in welcoming you all for this one-day workshop on the principles of colleges. This is the pioneer initiative of UGC-MMTTC. We are very happy and delighted in welcoming you all for this program. At the outset, I wish to extend my deep respect and gratitude our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Prakash Babuji. After he assumes in charge as the Vice Chancellor of Pondicherry University, we could able to see remarkable progress, especially in the university, be it academic or research, infrastructural development, or this type of training and development. He is always instrumental, motivating to do this kind of programs in the university campus. I hope this university under his able leadership to be an reputed institution or institution repute, not only at the level of India, even it goes to the global heights, because last couple of months we could able to see a lot of progress, particularly on signing of memorandum of understanding with many foreign universities, industries. Definitely this is going to make a way for the university to be in a very good landscape, particularly in the reputed higher educational institution. We also have with us the respected former Vice Chancellor of Hyderabad Central University, Professor Apparao Podil sir. He is a stalwart in higher education whose visionary leadership has inspired countless educators and administrators across the nation. Sir, your gracious presence today enriches this program beyond measure. On behalf of UGC-MMTTC, we are welcoming you, sir. Next, I welcome Mr. Sri Aman Sharma, the Director, Directorate of Higher and Technical Education, Government of Puducherry, whose guidance the higher education and technical education progress better. He is instrumental in many policy-making measures on behalf of the government of Puducherry. He is also implementing that kind of policies in a very good way. So really, Pondicherry is one of the very good destination, especially when it comes to higher education and the tourism sector. So this young and energetic guy is responsible for that kind of development. Sir, on behalf of Pondicherry University, we are welcoming you, sir. We have a very dynamic academic leader, Professor Bharati Harishankar, Vice Chancellor, Avinashalingam Institute of Home Science and Higher Education for Women, Coimbatore, whose academic leadership continued to create a positive impact across institution. I still remember when Ma'am came as a MARC committee member, her inputs really helped Pondicherry University to score highest ranking in terms of NAC accreditation. Ma'am, on behalf of Pondicherry University, we are welcoming you. Next, we have the principals from different colleges affiliated with the Pondicherry University, all across streams: management, commerce, medical science, nursing, teacher education. We have a widespread principals. On behalf of Pondicherry University, I welcome you all for this workshop, sir, because you are going to make this educational system something special. You are the one who is going to implement all the policies of the government of India. So on behalf of Pondicherry University, I am welcoming you all, because you are the one who is going to lead the organization. You are the one who is going to encourage the students. You are the one who is going to deal with new education policy. You are the one who is going to support whatever the initiatives taken by the government of India as well as the state government. So on behalf of Pondicherry University, we are welcoming you for this particular program. I also welcome the special speakers who are going to share their expertise, especially in different technical sessions. We have with us respected Professor Dr. S. Arunachalam, a seasoned academician. On behalf of Pondicherry University, sir, we are welcoming you. We are also welcome the Dean School of Management, Professor P. Nadarajan. He is also the in-charge director of Directorate of Distance Education, who is also going to share his expertise along with the principals, especially in NEP related and leading the institution. Sir, on behalf of university, we are welcoming you. I also welcome all the faculty colleagues, deans, HODs, research scholars on behalf of MMTC, UGC for this program. So once again, I welcome you all. I hope this session is going to be a very enriching session for all of you. Definitely the takeaway points, whatever you are going to carry, it is going to make a drastic impact in your educational institution. You can bring new results in terms of achieving the Vikshit Bharat. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Professor Arul, for your warm and thoughtful words of welcome. Now may I invite the dignitaries to kindly inaugurate the program with lighting of the lamp.
Very good morning, all of you. The guests on the dais, Professor Apparao Podali, former Vice Chancellor of University of Hyderabad, Professor Bharati Harishankar, Vice Chancellor, Avinash Lingam Institute of Health Sciences and Higher Education for Women in Coimbatore, Sri Aman Sharma ji, Director, Directorate of Higher and Technical Education, Government of Puducherry. My colleagues here, Sir Professor Arul, Director, MMTTC, and Dr. Sujana, faculty in the MMTTC, principals who are invited, and the media persons who are actively engaged here. I just informing my colleague, senior colleague, Professor Apparao, while coming, that whatever the program that we have done, by evening, you can see the photographs and video in the university website. So that is because of these people. So let us give a big hand for them. And I keep telling to my colleagues, in every meeting, there are two people are common. One is me and other people are media people. Rest of the people will keep changing every time. And we need changes. Okay? So I'm really happy and honored to be here with the distinguished speakers and eminent persons sitting on the dais. Professor Apparao is very well known in the country as a very great scientist. He is actually from the life sciences. His specialization is the plant pathogens, microbiology, and molecular microbiology. And he has international fame scientifically. He is also a great administrator. During his tenure, University of Hyderabad leaped into a newer heights, wherein we got the very great recognition to the University of Hyderabad as one of the prestigious one. It's called the Institute of Eminence. Only 10 universities in the country were recognized. 5 are private and 5 are government. So you can imagine 5 institutions, we got one among them. And it's a great honor to the university to be recognized because of his sincere efforts. I wanted to clearly mention about this one because there is a meaning. I will come back again. So other important distinguished persons on the dais, Professor Bharati Harishankar, Principal. This is one of the oldest institutes even before the independence. They started. Before the independence, can you think of a woman going to a college or school? So that university or that institute visionaries, they started in Coimbatore. They need a women education and therefore they started that one. Before independence, ladies going to the outside of the house itself is a difficult task, right? So then we should appreciate. So Madam is steering that university or institution to a greater heights with so many unique programs. So that's why we invited her. So other important distinguished person here, yeah, let's give a big clap, please. Especially women candidates should do that one immediately. Other distinguished personality on the dais is Mr. Aman Sharma ji. He's a Secretary, Higher Education. Recently we met in a one function and I requested him, you have to visit University of Hyderabad, Pondicherry University, and we will create an occasion and we will invite you. So very shortly he's here, and thank you for accepting our invitation. Despite I can understand you are all 24-hour job, I know that. And he's a very proactive person. He's a very proactive person, and he keeps calling us. In fact, we have to request the government what we want this one and that one. He keeps calling, you want this one, no, please send the letter. So that's what he's there actually now. And in fact, sir, after taking over the university, I am also keen to, apart from the Pondicherry University, every department should have the best possible facilities to the students to cater to the needs of the higher education. And also at the same time, we don't want to leave alone the other community colleges we were having in the elsewhere. One is in Karaikal. There are 2 principals, and I'm very happy that Karaikal, Andaman Nicobar, Mahe, and also the Annam, and in Lakshadweep. So when we approached them, so now the Karaikal, we are going to get some more land. And also the Annam, they have taken a special interest. He keeps calling me. I met sir, actually I met LG sir, and I submitted a letter. And we are eagerly looking forward whatever we discuss on paper in written. Okay, thank you very much. So Annam is, we don't have any except community, except affiliated colleges. So it's a really, government, especially the secretary, is really with us and he has been helping us. And the principals, it's a really honor and privilege for us to have you here, because it's like once you are in affiliated colleges, we don't want to leave even affiliated colleges also, because once you are part of us, we wanted to promote the colleges on par with the university system. And also, we wanted to strengthen the organic link between the university and the affiliated colleges. So that is the reason you are here today. And you are only half. We have the 120 colleges, and other batch also will continue in next stage. So the principal's job is not a very easy job that I can understand. So as you know, the college is like a general college, especially leave alone the medical college or nursing college, or they are highly specific. But the general colleges are like, I call them as a students as they are in the forest. You know the forest animals, right? You have the tiger, elephant, monkeys, squirrels, everybody will be there. So it's not so easy to man the college students. So you are doing a very difficult and tough job, and I should congratulate and compliment you because of your presence and your continuous efforts. The colleges are doing very, very well in the Pondicherry region. I congratulate you for that. And apart from that, I keep telling a small story. In one of the African nations, is a poor nation, the mayor realized that because people are throwing dust everywhere, so they said, no, this is not good, we'll buy some dustbins. And they kept the dustbins at different places. But his deputies and all, they never know that they discouraged it. No, let's not do that one because that's not a wise thing because of various reasons. And also they elected also. Next day morning, they all disappeared. Dustbins disappeared. Forget about the dust. So they went and reported to the mayor, sir, this is what we told you, that it's disappeared. Then he said what to do. You know what he said? Put again. So again they kept. Next day also they came and complained that, sir, again they disappeared. What to do? He said, put again. Then next day, half only disappeared. So then what to do, sir? Keep our rest of the half. They are retained. So then people fall in line. So this is the college. So the students, we should keep telling them until they fall in line. So that is the duty of the principals, or even I am also one of you here, right? So you have a small unit, I have several units. That's the only difference. But luckily, we have the deans and heads, those who are with us. And regarding the NAC, my colleague said that I didn't do anything. I am only the instrumental. I came here, and it is the sincere efforts of all the faculty who ran with me. I only acted like a catalyst. The chemistry colleagues are here. I am a catalyst only. Without changing, it will fasten the reaction. That's all. Because I have a very short period, very short time. Within short time, I said these are the targets and all. So they really fall in line. So deans are here and librarian also here. They all actually ran along with me. Every unit when I assigned, okay, this you have to do, because I don't have time. Within 2 months, I have to face this NAC. And that showed the two things. One is the Pondicherry University has a great potential. So that means if we set a target and give them, they will work for it. So now the example is, again, as the principals, we have to work like a target. You have to set a target and see that the target is completed. Normally, I am a very restless fellow, Professor Appara knows very well. If I say that this should be done, if that is not being done, I feel restless. So people have to come back whether this is done or not. At least if people are silent, I feel really bad. One should not be silent. So that's why the system in the country, so it should be done if there is a. So Vijay Kumar is here. Every week he conducts some program or the other. So anything he give, he will make a program and to conduct some people and to train them at least something or the other. So when you expose the students for various things, they develop, their intellectual capabilities increase, and also you conduct some of the small programs in our college. Our university faculty are ready, willing to come, and they will come and interact with the students. So then let the students, especially in the places like Karaikal, Mahe, Yanam, etc., all the people should get an exposure like in a university. And also make your students to visit the university campus once. Take the science students or humanities students, social science students, make a small batch, let them visit the university, we will address them. So let them have a clear exposure for this one. Then only they will realize that what is there in future for them. Let them feel that they are part of the Pondicherry Central University, one of the best central universities here. Recently, UGC wanted to conduct a capacity building program in 4 places in the country. One is in North India, other one is in the Eastern India, other one is West India, other one is in South India. you know, they wanted to choose one among the universities. One is shortlisted is University of Hyderabad, the other one is Pondicherry University. Okay, but finally, they had come to Pondicherry University because I'm here. So now we are training the capacity building for the faculty and employees of the universities, Telangana, Andhra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Kerala. We have completed one batch. So this is Professor Arul is doing that one, and also along with the Dr. Surjana. So we have completed that one, and we are training the master trainees. Those master trainees will go back and they will train. I think so. As rightly Sri Amanji is here, I have done many administrative positions. One among them in my heart is HRDC. This is MMTTC, Malavia Mission Teacher Training Center, in which normally we have to do 24 programs, 12 plus 12, 2 in each month. One is offline, the other one is online. I have done exactly around 50 or something programs I have done. So UGC wondered how we were able to do that one. So I said, I am doing without asking a single rupee from the UGC itself. I did not ask anything. In fact, I got some money for the university also. Okay, so it's only nominal charges we ask the registration and all. Our ultimate goal is to train it's a Human Resource Development Center. This is actually, now it is renamed as Malavia Mission Teacher Training Center. So we have to make the teachers empowered to have the best education to provide to the students. So we have trained, and for NEP, all faculty members of the Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. So the higher education people, they contacted us, can you train? We trained around 500 people from Andhra Pradesh, where they are actually master trainees. They went back and they will train the other people on NEP. So NEP, many people are talking about, but once you get into that one only, you will face the issues. Therefore, attending the programs will give you. So we are here, Amanji, to train all the faculty if you are willing to do that one. Not only that, by seeing that one, even the CBSE approached us, Delhi. When we were in Hyderabad, they approached us, can you train our principals? So throughout the country, we trained the principals of CBSE also, in various aspects. And also, the Ministry of Ayush also approached us, can you train our doctors, Ayurveda doctors? Yes, we trained around 500, 600 doctors also, we trained them in various. So basically, this place is the one to train anything. Whatever you think that you are lacking of in the particular thing, we are here to cater the needs. Recently, we invited two joint secretaries of UGC, those who are looking after the MMTTC. So they are here, and they said, so now we will shift all the programs to here. So because it all depends upon the person, how you are doing it. So wherever you are, so you make it a vibrant place. Make it a place where you have to do that. So presence is important. So when you see that one, okay, this place is very vibrant. So let us not make it anything dull. Okay, so the students will also get the enthusiasm to do certain things. And also make the students to do something. Let them not sit idle. So because, see, their talent is important. So let me also tell you one more story here, which I wanted to share with the other people after some time. It has come in the WhatsApp, as usual. I have time, right? In another 2-3 minutes I will wind up. These students, especially students, those who are coming to us, they don't ask questions. So whatever we teach, they go. And the question is actually, especially in the colleges, especially in the rural setup, normally they raise questions. So this true story is of the one school in a remote rural area. That teacher was telling about a tree, which is a tadi tree. We know that. What is that tadi? What's the say? Palm tree, right. Palm tree. The teacher was telling to the students about it's a kalpavraksham, because every part of this palm tree will be used. Leaves will be used to make the hut, and the stem will be used for various things. If everything is done, then it can be used as the firewood. But boards also can be made with that one. It also gives fruits and all. But said everyone is happy that, okay. Well, he found that there is one boy who was unhappy. Only one boy among the 60 students in the class, he was unhappy and he's looking at the teacher with a question mark. Then teacher was very feeling, what is that fellow has a question and which do I have an answer or not? So at the end of the thing, then he asked, so now the lesson is over, you have any questions? Then this fellow stood up. Then this teacher was really worried, what type of question that he is going to, because he is told about all the parts. But you know what he said? We'll see, sometimes why I'm telling you, the students will have the questions which we do not have the answers. You know that what fellow, that boy asked, sir, it gives a third drink. My father drinks and beats my mother. How this tree is good? Tell me. Then teacher doesn't have any answer for it. It's a real question. Even the teacher wrote that, even after retirement also, that face of that boy and that question still he is hunting me because I could not answer this boy. Because he said that, okay, one has to drink only little, not much. But that's not the answer. So what I want to is your students, they ask the several questions which you should be in a position to answer them. Don't stop the students to ask questions. So that's where actually science develops. Science starts only when questioning the teacher. And teachers also, when the student is asking questions, so there is no need that you should know everything. We are all human beings. Even I can proudly say on the dais, I learn a lot of things from my students. From my research scholars, I call them and I will discuss with them. Sometimes when I don't know, I will ask them. Even today, I will ask them. So let's not see, we don't know, tell them, I will get back to you tomorrow. You should get back tomorrow. Don't forget it. So otherwise, you will become a bad teacher in the eyes and ears of the students. Okay, so these are all things. So you are very fortunate to have the college principals. This is what I wanted to convey. Because your students, you are actually feeders for all our universities, and you are supposed to send the best students. Unless you train the students, we don't get the best students. We'll further refine them. So this is the greatest responsibility you people are having. So with that one, so I once again invite all the principals to have a fruitful discussions here, and let us strengthen our organic bond between the university. If you have any concerns also, you can also discuss with the Dr. Arul. It will come back to us. If you have any college concerns, give it to him. So we are going to address. So I don't want to have any issues with the college, with the university. I wanted to resolve all of them. I started resolving the issues because I don't want to, because let us address the real academic issues. So let us leave alone. So let us address all the issues, then we'll come to it. And whatever the students they require, try to provide the best possible facilities. We cannot bring, so no university or no classroom is full-fledged one. We'll have some, so but whatever you can do that one, try to do it, okay? So I once again invite you and also thank the guests, distinguished guests are here, and I also congratulate both the staff members Arul and Srijana for making this as a wonderful place. So thank you very much.
Now, we are indeed honored to have with us renowned scientist, academician and administrator, Professor P. Apparao Garu, former Vice Chancellor, University of Hyderabad. His career trajectory from professor to institutional head, combined with his roles on national committees, provides us a practical and comprehensive understanding of his academic achievements at all levels. Sir, we are honored to have you here. Please proceed.
Good morning, everybody. Professor Prakash Babu, Vice Chancellor, Pondicherry University. Professor Bharati Harishankar, Vice Chancellor, Avinash Lingam Institute of Home Science. Shri Aman Sharmaji, Director at the Directorate of Technical and Higher Education, Government of Puducherry. Professor Arul, Director in Charge, MMTTC at Pondicherry University. Senior professors, some of them are my good friends, invited guests, and the participating principals. It is indeed a pleasure and honor for me to be with all of you this morning. I am going to anyway take a session after this inaugural program. We are so happy actually that we are able to send one of our best administrative academician with administrative experience to Pondicherry University in the form of Professor Prakash Babu here. Many of you may be remembering Professor Anil Bhatnagar, who was here before, and I keep hearing from people that he made a difference for Pondicherry University. And I am more confident that Professor Prakash Babu is going to make much more difference for you in the 5 years that he will be here as Vice Chancellor. I say this not because he is my, we are colleagues in life sciences actually. Not because we are colleagues in life sciences. I have seen him from day one as a student until Pro Vice Chancellor and finally the Director MMTTC at University of Hyderabad in different capacities. Certain things what he mentioned to you briefly, he showed that in whichever position that he was given with responsibility, he has shown that he can make that wing, that section, that unit, a vibrant one and not a silent one. And no surprise that the training center now you are getting to Pondicherry University from between the University of Hyderabad and Pondicherry University. If the UGC made a choice to Pondicherry University, I am not surprised. Congratulations for that. On this occasion, I was also very happy. I met Madam personally today, but then we know about her, her contributions, all that. But today, I got a chance to meet her. I'm so happy that she has been leading that institution with passion. Amanji, in just a few minutes, I have not even talked to him, but your Vice Chancellor has explained the proactiveness of the Director at the Directorate of Technical and Higher Education of the government. Such a proactive civil servant, I'm sure you are in safe hands and you're going to have wonderful support. Nice meeting you. Thank you, Arul, for inviting me here to join this particular workshop. I don't want to say too many things. I will say, largely, as a country, we have diversity as our strength. Different kinds of diversity as our strength. And today, when I see when I heard the introduction from all of you, the diversity of the institutions that you are heading also speaks about the importance of diversity. And when we are looking at this diversity of disciplines, here it is diversity of disciplines that we are talking. But there is one thing which is common string for all of them today in the present day, I would say, is the technological advancements. Whichever branch you are, you're talking about social science, you're talking about humanities, you're talking about nursing, or you talk about physiotherapy, or you talk about science. All of them are depending on technology. And if we are not able to adapt to those technologies, where are we? We will be nowhere. Adoption of technology in whatever form that is required is a necessity for us when we are dealing with what the children or what the name that is given these days is Gen Z. The generation, the current generation of students when we are dealing with, if we are found deficient in making use of technology at least, we are going to be seen as outdated, and some people may call us redundant. So we have to, whichever discipline that we are in, for example, I was reading the AI, just one example. I'm not talking about, I'm not interested to highlight AI. AI, by 2028, the people with different backgrounds with AI, with the capacity to use AI, we require at least 5 lakh people by 2028. By 2030, the estimation is 1 million. It is not that, not necessarily we are talking about BTech AI graduates. It could be an English graduate, it could be a history graduate. All of them would require this input, and they need to be having a proficiency in using that technology. Otherwise, they will not be able to find an opportunity to work. So that is something which we have to remember as heads of institutions. How do we bring in, I just mentioned only about one technology. What are the contemporary technologies that are there, and how do we bring those technologies, and how do we train our students to make use of those technologies for them to have a better future. In fact, this morning I was reading our Honorable Minister for Education, Dharmendra Pradhanji, was inaugurating the syllabus of NCERT. They have released yesterday. One of the things at 8th standard, they have introduced literacy and physical education. 8th standard, there is a curriculum, design curriculum, and all the students will be asked to go through that, and it will be part of their curriculum. In that also there are technologies, and it is important for us to realize or make the students, learners realize the role of this physical education, of being physically and mentally healthy, and how best you can achieve that. These are important. These have not been part of a curriculum. We were only asking them to go for a games period in between, and some of the institutions compromise on that as well. They are much more important today than simply going through the regular rigor of the classroom, because the students now think they are smart, they can learn. You have all kinds of online resources, and they think that they are not interested to be sitting in a classroom for a long period. They want to have their own liberty to learn. The timing, they don't want to be at 10 to 11, you have to be in the inaugural session. They are not so keen about that. They are interested to learn at leisure, at their convenience, because the resources are accessible. Your librarian is sitting here. Resources accessibility has become an important aspect, and then when it is available. So we have to keep such of these developments in mind when we are planning, executing, and trying to train the next level, next generation students for the country. Of course, we are not necessarily we are training them for the country. They are also they are also useful for the world, entire world. So, with some of these things, I would like to stop here on the need to keep watch on the technologies. Don't leave any small thing that can help your student to have a better preparation to be a workforce for the country. With this, I would like to thank once again Professor Prakash Babu, Vice Chancellor, and Professor Arul for inviting me here to be with all of you. And after maybe the break, we will have the session. Thank you so much.
Respected Professor Prakash Babu Garu, Professor Apparao Podile Garu, Madam Professor V. Bharati Harishankar, Professor P.G. Arul, other principals, professors, deans and directors who are present here, and my colleagues from various government and affiliate colleges. A very good morning to all of you. First of all, in the committee of vice chancellors, professors, PhD holders, I feel myself to be odd one out. But first of all, my sincere thanks to Vice Chancellor Saab and Pondicherry University for inviting me to what I feel is a very important session. Just to set the context, I would like to highlight the higher education setup in Pondicherry. I think it is one of the unique in the country. So wherein we have a gross enrollment ratio of 61.5, which is second highest in the country after the UT of Chandigarh. Then we have a college density index of 53 colleges per 1 lakh population, which is amongst the highest in the country. Maybe after Karnataka or one more state, we are among the highest in the country as far as college density index is concerned. Last year, in the last academic year, around 35,000 students got enrolled across various programs and courses across the UT of Pondicherry. So these facts and figures highlights that as far as access to higher education is concerned, I think we have done fairly well and much ahead of the rest of the country. And one of the reasons for this has been that government from the beginning has been proactive in ensuring social equity and access as far as education and higher education is concerned. That's why we have landmark schemes like Perunthulaivar Kamraj Financial Assistance Scheme, wherein we are providing rupees 2.5 lakhs per year to each and every student who is getting admission against government quota seats in medicine. We are giving 25,000 per student for taking admission in any private engineering college against government quota seats. Then we have been giving 8,000 rupees per year for a nursing student who is taking admission against government quota seats in private institutions. And this year we have taken a policy decision that this scheme we are going to extend to all other professional colleges, professional courses also, where admission is through our centralized admission committee. So this has been the endeavor of the government to ensure that no meritorious students misses out from getting an opportunity as far as study in higher education is concerned. So we have solved the problem of quantification of higher education, what we say. But the next and the most important question is now, which we have to focus, is ensuring the quality of education. And I think in that regard, the institutional leadership plays the most important role. As our Vice Chancellor Saab has already indicated, it is the principals who are playing the most important role as far as managing the institutions are concerned. And it is my own personal experience also suggests that wherever we have good principals and good leadership colleges, the colleges run smoothly. And we can see many initiatives coming at the level of the institute itself rather than university making it mandatory or getting some directions from UGC or AICT. So wherever principals are proactive, wherever principals have some zeal to perform out of box, things are happening. And I think training sessions like these will help such already proactive principals to build up upon their skills, and at the same time other principals which have large potential to basically unleash their potential and ensure that all the colleges at individual level basically rise up to the occasion to meet our target of ensuring the quality of education, which I think is a huge scope where we can work upon. Since NEP has been the theme of education starting from year 2020, First of all, I would like to congratulate Pondicherry University for whatever efforts we have taken as far as rollout of NEP is concerned. So from year 23-24, NEP has been basically rolled out in campus as well as in all in our affiliated colleges. So regulations are in place. So we have basically introduced 4-year UG programs also. So maybe in next 2 academic years, we will see the students who may be opting for the 4th year in our arts and science streams. Then recently, university has also, I think, framed the guidelines for multiple entry, multiple exit also. Then one thing which I would like to highlight all regarding academic banks of credit, which I feel is the backbone of entire NEP system. So if we talk about 4-year UG programs, if we talk about multiple entry, multiple exit, if we talk about recognition of skills and entrepreneurship, so I think everything gets recorded in our academic banks of credit. So personally, at the level of ministry, directorate has been involved, and we have taken on board all the credit granting institutions with us. So whether it is Pondicherry University, whether it is Pondicherry Technological University, and some of the deemed universities which are with us, which are awarding credits. So almost 80,000 APAR IDs we have created on the academic bank of credits. And not only creation of APAR IDs, the credit records have also been uploaded. So the backbone is ready. Now the main important task is how this backbone is finally translated into an action on ground. So in this regard, university for past some time I have been interacting with the individual officers, so whether it is a dean academics, whether registrar of Pondicherry University and dean CDC. So I have invited them also once and twice. So at our own level, sir, we had one discussion with all the principals regarding what is NEP in the initial times and all. Then there were some suggestions from our principals regarding flexibility in deciding multidisciplinary courses and skill courses, and we are thankful that university was considerate enough, and rather than telling which all subjects to offer under multidisciplinary and skill development semester wise, they have provided us the necessary flexibility. So with that support, basically we have been carrying on as far as NEP implementation is concerned. So just one or two suggestions which are from my side, and I will request our respected Vice Chancellor Sahab to just help us in those sorts. As far as NEP implementation at UT level is concerned, it is more or less university oriented. So we have one university, that is Pondicherry University, then we have Puducherry Technological University, which is the first state university of our UT. So once NEP is rolled out by these universities, accordingly affiliate colleges have to fall in line, and this is what has basically happened also. But implementation at field level have certain challenges in terms of infrastructure. So let us suppose if we have declared 4-year UG programs, so maybe in the 4th year we will require additional classrooms, we will require additional teachers, we will require additional laboratories and all those things. Similarly, sir, one important thing which is close to my heart also, and as sir has rightly pointed out regarding AI and skilling. So UGC itself has been emphasizing the utilization of our online portals like Swayam, Swayam Plus, NPTEL. So at the individual college level and university level also, many courses students are basically enrolling and finishing and getting certification also. But somehow the credit recognition for these courses we have not made part of our regulations, NEP regulations. So PTU we have been insisting, so they have told up to 20% credits obtained through these courses are recognizable, and UGC permits up to 40% digital courses. So I will request, sir, that if recognition of courses finished through Swayam and Swayam Plus portal, we may also give some consideration. And sir, one more suggestion from my side. Actually, finishing of course on Swayam and Swayam Plus portal, any student can enroll and finish the course. That is free of course. But once it comes to certification, then they charge some 500 or 1000 rupees. So one solution is suggested by ministry, because I have attended some national level conferences there. So they are saying they have provided a flexibility. So if university decides that once the student finishes the course, university say, we will conduct the exam. So let us suppose we identify some good course offered by some IIT professor on Swayam Plus portal. We suggest it to the students. Students finish that course digitally through their own convenience. While conducting the exam, the question paper based on the course can be set up by the university and exam can be conducted, based upon which we can also award the credits. In that way, the course will become completely free. Another option is that the student on his own pays that 1,000 rupees and get the certification, then university can recognize the certificate and can give the credits. So these are the two ways which they have suggested, and to match with the academic calendars of universities, the Swayam courses also they have brought in line with our semester pattern. So this is one humble request from my side, sir. This digital courses is one request, and one more thing for skilling also, sir. I think if we can make some institutional mechanism which comes from university, some framework, what kind of skilling courses we can recommend, and most important is what agencies can be brought in to give this type of skilling courses, because presently we have restricted bringing outside agencies, though it has its own challenges, but skilling courses being offered through our same set of academicians who are working in university, I think we will miss a very important thing of giving a market exposure to our students, because our academicians have a separate set of skills, and skilling courses need a separate AI and all, and the courses which are in real market demand. So some good agencies which have been offering these courses, if somehow we can bring them in, and skilling aspect we can leave upon them, but certification and examination part maybe university can decide on its own. So this is the thing basically. I wanted to use this platform, and I have I think brought it to the knowledge of sir, and with your exuberance and your energy and your zeal to get that things transformed into action, I hope definitely we will see some action on these points from the side of university. And last but not the least, if some integrated approach as far as our higher education policy and entire sector we can develop, that will be betterment for the entire UT. So we have been lacking one task force on new education policy in our UT. So I am proposing one task force where sir would be one of the members and guiding light for entire UT. Similarly, we would like to take other stakeholders like PTU is there, some of our autonomous colleges are also there, some representatives from the government affiliated colleges and private affiliated, some task force can be there. So in an integrated way we can move forward as far as NEP implementation is concerned. So these are some of the points which I wanted to make, but to my fellow principals and through you to your academicians, MMTTC is one of the highest priority things as far as ministry is concerned. It should not be reduced to a mere completion of course for the purpose of getting acknowledgement under CAS, though that is also important. Career advancement scheme is also important, but just completing a course for the purpose of CAS, that should not be the intent. Intent is to learn something really productive and implement once we go back to our colleges. And sir, we will be very thankful to you if university is coming up with these type of courses. From our side, we will ensure that all our faculty members from government affiliate colleges attend these type of courses, whether it is online or offline. So that we will ensure. And apart from that, as AI is the most important thing and the future technology which is going to transform each and every aspect of our life, if university designs some AI courses or some AI skills which can be given to our academicians for better management of colleges and all, that will also be very much helpful. With these words, I would like to again thank Pondicherry University for giving me this opportunity and also time to speak here in front of you. And I am thankful to all the affiliate college principals who have come today. Hopefully, this will not be a one-time exercise. With support of university, such things will become more common in coming future. Thank you. Thank you all.
Now, I request our Professor V. Bharati Harishankar, Vice Chancellor, Avilashankam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education for Women, Coimbatore, to deliver her special address. Ma'am, we are delighted to invite you.
Good day to all. Respected Vice Chancellor, Pondicherry University, Professor Prakash Babu, Professor Apparao. Sir, we have all grown up admiring you. So, thanks for being here. Shri Aman Sharma ji, thanks for that. I mean, you talked about passion among leaders, and I think you were very passionate about what you were putting forward. Professor Arul for organizing this, all the deans, faculty members, and rather than calling all of you as principals of colleges, affiliated or otherwise, the academic leaders who are spearheading what Pondicherry is today. So, first of all, thanks for this opportunity. And I know I'm standing between you and your tea or coffee break. Right? So, given that, I just thought I would pick out a few ideas from what has already been expressed, so that over your tea or coffee, you can start mulling over it and discuss it with others. We have a terrific combination here. Professor Prakash, who has just resumed charge, so he is raring to go. Professor Apparao, who has known all of it and probably watching Professor Prakash or me and saying, let me see how they are working it out. And Shri Aman, who is looking at it in terms of, oh, they are talking about doing things, activities, including MMTTC, but what's happening to the policy? Where is it getting implemented? Okay. In a real sense, if you ask any of us on this side what academic leadership is all about, we will tell you it is all of this together. There are policies, very well-intended policies, which may not work. There are policies which we may call half-hearted, but which work brilliantly. And thirdly, a university may conceive of it as this is a perfect plan of implementation. Or higher education department can say, oh, this is a very perfect plan of implementation. There are no loopholes. We have already made sure we have plugged the holes. And then we have a hole creeping up, which none of us have thought about. That is where I find each of you have a role to play. So when a policy or a guideline is put forward, please do not take it as a little official communication that you need to follow. Instead, if you can say, how can this be implemented for my institution? That is where I can share a little example with you. In the very first Vice Chancellor's Conference that I attended, organized by Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu on NEP implementation, most of my fellow Vice Chancellors kept talking about the highlights of the NEP and saying, we know we can do this. So my presentation, when it was my turn, I said, first of all, I want to have the mindset where NEP is not a list of check boxes to be ticked. If on the other hand, I say, this is my institutional plan, this is my institutional vision, and I want to know what steps my institution can take to achieve the NEP guidelines, maybe we will not reach 100%. But if we reach 70% of the target, we would have been doing it in a very meaningful manner. The other important aspect, which I believe all of you will do over a cup of tea or during the lunch session today, is we don't necessarily have to reinvent the wheel. If there is a best practice that one college is able to do, we can adopt and adapt that best practice to suit our own institution. I mean, you know your institutions the best. Whatever all of us are talking, please take it, but don't absorb it in total. Instead, you say, would it work for my institutions? What are the enablers? And what are the disablers? No harm in thinking about what your enablers and disablers are. Because if you think only about the enablers, you don't know where we may hit a stumbling block in terms of implementation. If you only look at the disablers, which means you are not thinking about your larger vision for your institution. So if we can balance both, then certainly any framework, any guideline that comes from the government and from your own Pondicherry University, you will know how to move forward on that. I mean, Amanji made a very interesting comment about the adoption of the NPTEL SWAYAMMOOCs grades. One of the things that we have encouraged at our university is we allow them to take the exam there. If they clear, we reimburse the amount they pay. But what we have also done is asked the younger faculty, are you interested in taking the same course? Say along with your students. And what happens there is they have a peer group interaction right there when they are taking the course. But what we have noticed is if the faculty has taken one course along with their students, their mindset to teaching learning changes. Because there have been occasions when the students have scored high. But if a faculty is able to say, oh, I love it, that they have excelled in this, the way they interact for the next course for which they are meeting the group changes. So possibilities are endless. But it is for us to look for those unique little combinations that we can give them. Similarly, let us not stop with MOOCs or NPTEL. There are other options as well. Let us explore those options. We have introduced a professional certification course. And I represent an institution where we still have 45% of students who are first generation learners and from socioeconomically disadvantaged groups. So they cannot afford anything more than the government recognized fees. So what we have done is within the fee structure, are we able to bring? We tell them a minimum of 2 professional certification you can do before you finish the program. But what we have also done is get them to come in, register for the course, but we also find ways to reimburse them, donors, and that really works. But moving a step forward, what we also noticed is, for instance, IIT Bombay, for want of a better term, they call it the spoken tutorial, but it is actually a set of courses which bring in the emerging technologies, immersive technologies as short-term programs. And as an institutional membership, it is very, very small. So if we can bring it as an institutional membership and open it out to all our students, all our faculty. But there, I would say don't stop, because for one of the professional certification courses for which we have signed an MOU with L&T EduTech, what we have done is, because, see, that's where focusing on the local reality is very important. I'm talking about an all-women institution. So our women have social pressures, so they get married when they are 19 or 20. so there is a break in their education. So they come back, their skills are outdated. So we started this Center for Continuing Education, and one of the major MOUs we've signed is with L&T EduTech. But when we were discussing with L&T EduTech, one of the things I proposed is, I mean, you quote a price, that's fine, but can it include our alumni? So for women who take a break in their education or career to come back, we need to provide them the necessary skill sets. And these are qualitative inputs that we can do at institutional levels, but please don't turn around and ask anything of my friend Professor Prakash saying, sir, please do it at the university level. No, he can do it at the university level, but it is very important that each of you start looking at it for your own institutions. And that sharing can actually give a lot of inputs to all of us who are on the dais today. Because that interaction is what is going to make your college the best in the UT and your university the best in all of India, and your higher education department as a pioneer and forerunner for doing things proactively. So if you just got an input on what all of us represent, it is not an extraordinary skill or an extraordinary capability that many of you don't have. It is just that we are all restless, we are proactive, we want the best for our institution, and we would keep running for that. And I'm sure all of you have this quality. That is what we are going to discuss in my session today with all of you. So, promising that that's going to be a very, very nice interaction. I stop here, and once again, thanks for this opportunity, and all the very best to all of you. Thank you.